Is it me, or does it seem like it's so much harder to keep the weight off these days? Like, I promise I can eat one little thing and I will blow up like a house. I'm talking about. And funny enough, that's exactly what happened to me this year. I literally went from like 130 to 150 back down to 130, all in the span of like 6 months. I know, crazy, right? So in today's video, we're going to chat about my rapid weight gain and what caused it. We're going to talk about the 3 major things I did to actually lose that weight again, but only in the span of 3 months. And then at the end of the video, we're going to talk more about gut health, okay? So grab your water, a coffee, some matcha, some other type of tea, and let's get right into the video. Hi everybody, welcome to the Wellness and Soul channel, where we are all about healing every part of yourself, okay? We talk about wellness, productivity, mindset, self-awareness, you name it. My name is Amara Rose. I will be your host and your wellness bestie for today. So I mentioned earlier that I went from this to this, and to be honest, that's a 20-pound difference in such a short span of time. It actually only happened between like 2 or 3 months. Maybe, no, it actually happened within a span of like 5 months, which is kind of crazy. So I'm going to give you the backstory. Back in January of this year, 2024, I started driving for Uber, which led me to eat out more. I was eating some fast food. I was drinking all of the sugary drinks. And I was also eating gas station snacks, which is crazy. I'm not a big snacker. And to be honest, when I did go out and eat at these restaurants, I would try to still get the healthiest choice possible. I still stayed away from like hamburgers, hot dogs, anything that can be considered really bad. So I thought I was still eating relatively healthy. And within the span of 5 months, I gained about 20 pounds, which was pretty weird for me because I've always been pretty small. For the past like 6 or 7 years, I've tethered between 120 and 130. So this was, like I said, this was pretty different for me. It was a different territory, and this was the biggest I've ever been. And I know some people may think like, well, this, that's not big, but I'm only 5'2". I do not have much wiggle room. So that's the story. That's the backstory right there. You want to say hey, everybody? Hi.
Hey. I gotta go now.
Okay, bye.
I'm about to finish my studying.
Okay, bye. Hey. Happy studying.
Okay, thanks.
All right, guys, let's get back into the video. All right, so it was the sugary drinks. It was the banana bread that I was getting from the gas station that, by the way, is 500 calories. And it was also other things that was just causing my gut and my entire body to be inflamed. So before I get into how I lost my weight, I just want to have an honest moment with you guys. So to be honest, I was a little blind to my weight. And once I did see it, it still wasn't enough for me to push myself. And it wasn't until I started to feel like crap from eating like crap. It was my gut. My gut was so inflamed. It was so out of whack. And I started to experience feeling sluggish, like, being tired all the time. My digestion was totally off, and I was so bloated all the time. I would eat one thing and I would just blow up. So with all of those things going on with my gut and affecting my body and affecting my mood, it led to affecting my productivity. I didn't change my diet and my lifestyle until I realized that it was standing in the way of my productivity and my life goals. And I don't let nothing stand in the way of my life goals, okay? And so not even food. So that's my honest moment. And I only bring that up because, sometimes weight loss is not enough, but feeling like crap, it will push you. If you are letting your diet and your lifestyle choices stand in the way of your productivity and your life goals and your life mission and your life purpose, then you got to change it. You have to change it. Nothing can stand in the way. Not even the good tasting food that's on every corner. Okay? Speaking of an inflamed gut, that's actually going to lead me to talk about the first thing that I did on my wellness journey. And that is that I prioritize my gut health. So at the end of the video, I will go deeper into gut health in general. So right now, we're just going to make it pretty brief. And I want to start off by saying that I find it so crazy how many women these days are dealing with gut health issues. It's such a huge topic right now. I even know people personally who are dealing with it. Some people are dealing with it and don't even know they're dealing with it, aka me. I had no clue that was a thing. Honestly, I've been hearing about gut health, but I really wanted it to be wrong. I wanted it to be just another trend, another fad. It's not. It's real. It's so real. I'm a living witness. It's even to the point where supplement brands are making so much money off of that. Supplement brands are making so much money off of this one issue these days. Honestly, it's the food. It's the food. It's the food. It really is. And what I did to actually prioritize my gut health is that I started to research different difficulties people were having, like IBS and PCOS. I was never diagnosed with those things because I didn't go to the hospital for it, but I knew that I had similar symptoms as they did, so I did some research. So that's my first tip. Honestly, if you're going to look into gut health, do your research on those topics, even if you don't have them, and that should guide you to how to eat better and eat for your gut. So that was the first thing I did. Also, I did try some supplements. I tried Bloom Greens. It stopped me up, so I'm not a fan of it. A lot of people swear by it, so honestly, you should definitely try it. If you want to, and see if it works for you. It works for a lot of other baddies. The other supplements. But a supplement that I do swear by, I'm talking about, I swear by this, is digestive enzymes. And I'll pop the picture up here of which digestive enzyme that I take, but it's pretty good. I enjoy it. It went viral on TikTok. It has a prebiotic and a probiotic in there. So that's another supplement you can be taking is prebiotics and probiotics. If you don't want to take the supplements, you should look into eating stuff like yogurt and other things that support those. Okay. So like I said, I don't want to dive too deep into gut health right now because one, I do have a video specifically on gut health, and I'm going to go a little bit over it after this video as well. The second thing that I did to lose 20 pounds in 3 months, it was I stayed consistent. And what does that mean? So for one, I work out. I worked out 5 days a week, and I don't think necessarily everyone has to go hard in the gym. It's really about you, but I worked out 5 days a week. Some of them was more intense than others, especially given what part of my cycle I am on. Maybe I'm in my luteal phase or my ovulation phase or my menstrual phase. But yeah, I started working out 5 days a week. I was very consistent. I was consistent with working out. I was consistent with eating right. I was consistent with keeping my stress levels down. I was just consistently showing up for myself. So that is number 2. And it's just straightforward like that. Being consistent over and over and over again. Okay. Number 3, I switched from high intensity workouts to low intensity workouts. And This really worked out for me because I realized that I had that cortisol belly. So that was probably another reason why I was bloated. I don't know for a fact because honestly, I looked at everything and I tried everything because I wanted to really get rid of this. So I tried every possible thing. So I switched from high intensity workouts to low intensity workouts. And high intensity is, running a lot, doing a lot of HIIT cardio, a lot of just getting your heart rate up. And I switched to doing more Pilates and bar and yoga and walking 10K steps. Those are the things I switched out because I noticed that every time I did a high impact workout, I would get bloated. Like, do you guys ever go to the gym and go crazy and then like your stomach is bloated? I thought it was normal. And I think it is normal to some extent. I think for people who are having those gut health issues or having issues with their body, then you might want to chill out. This is just my theory. So I chilled out. I do still lift heavy, but only on my legs. And yeah, so those are the 3 major things that I did to pretty much lose that weight so fast. And also should mention, with the same thing as being consistent, I was consistent with eating a calorie deficit. I don't count my calories anymore because I don't know, it's pretty low probably. I don't count my calories. I just eat to feel good. And that's all I know. So I'm definitely in a calorie deficit. All right. So those were the 3 things that helped me lose weight in 3 months. Now I'm going to talk a little bit more about gut health. So gut health, what is it exactly? What is gut health? What is gut health? So basically our gut has bacteria in it. It has different organisms in it. And we need to do our best to keep the balance in there because our gut is connected to everything. So honestly, when I started prioritizing that, my anxiety went down. I don't know if you know this, but the gut to mind connection is a real thing. Our gut is really tied to our minds. When it came to my gut, I wanted to pretty much fix it. I was tired, literally and physically and literally and mentally, spiritually, I was tired. So I cut out the sugars. I cut out the overly processed foods. I stopped destroying my gut. I started eating things to promote good gut health. And I also stopped overeating. I also fasted. I eat more fruits and vegetables now. Honestly, my diet is pretty restrictive now. I'm not gonna kid. I don't think it's restrictive, but if you ask a normal person, they're gonna be like, yeah, you don't eat really much anything. And I don't think this is for everyone, but I think that it's important to listen to your body. If you are dealing with these things, if you are dealing with bloating, if you're dealing with always being tired, if you're dealing with brain fog, if you are dealing with anxiety, if you are dealing with just not feeling good in your body, and seem like the weight just can't come off. Oh, gassy is another one. Then you probably should look into gut health. You should look into how these things work. You should look into, try looking into POS, try looking into IBS, try looking into all those type of things. You can also follow my Instagram. I do post things about gut health on there. Like I said, I do have a whole video on gut health in general. Gut health is I'll say gut health one more time. Gut health is such a huge topic that it's kind of hard to cover everything. So if you want me to cover certain things, if you have questions, please leave them below. I love talking about this stuff, literally, and I will help as much as I can. I will make videos on it. All right. I did not want to make this video long at all. So I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Please like and subscribe this video. Comment below if you have any questions about health, gut health, anything. I will answer them. I read all of my comments. And yeah, you guys have a great productive day, and I love you so much. And last thing, if you haven't noticed, we have a new setup. We have a new setup now, which I am loving currently, and it's only going to get better. So peace, guys. Bye.